Okay, so the non-cooperation movement was going at one side, and you'll find Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhiji wanted to repress this Rolak Act. ये Rolak Act को उनको रुकाना था. So उन्होंने क्या किया? इन्होंने एक धारणा शुरू किया. He started one protest movement, non-violence movement. People will not use any kind of violence, right? So he used non-violence movement, and a big protest took place all over the country. So all the railways were shut down, the workplaces, because workplaces where Indian workers, they all were working. Those who all were going to government schools, British schools and colleges, they all were shut down. So what the British did? The British started, they made wherever the prominent leaders were, they picked up the prominent leaders and they put them in jail. Why prominent leaders? Because they will provoke the people, or you'll find it will move on like fire, huge crowd will assemble and anything may happen and they can destroy the British government system. So what they did, they started picking up the prominent leaders and they were jailed. Now this was in the month of April. Baisakhi, Baisakhi festival for Punjabis, right? Sikh people, they celebrate Baisakhi. Baisakhi is a harvest festival. How we celebrated Makar Sankranti few days before, Pongal, it's a harvest festival for us. So Baisakhi is a harvest festival for the Sikh people. So they were celebrating, I think that was on 13th of April. Okay, Baisakhi was being getting celebrated, and huge numbers of people have assembled in a garden called Jallianwala Bagh. The garden name is Jallianwala Bagh. Huge numbers of people have assembled in Jallianwala Bagh. Okay, it says more than 1,000 numbers of people, even small children have come and they attended this meeting. Some were protesting against the Britishers. Some have come over there to celebrate the Baisakhi festival. So huge numbers of crowd assembled over there. They were not aware that martial law was implemented. Martial law matlab they were not aware curfew was being implemented on that day. Big ground. Okay, again the doors of this, there were two doors, one door was shut. There was no way for people to move out of this Jallianwala Bagh. So only one small entry. All of a sudden what happened? A person came, General Dyer came along with his soldiers, and within a short second, people were not even aware, you'll find he asked his soldiers to open fire. The fire went on without stopping. The cartridges were over. Again and again the soldiers were firing on the innocent people. People ran here and there. Stampede have taken place. There was a small well wherein many jumped inside the well thinking they will be saved. There was a small child, a 6 months baby was brought into that fair. Even that mother, she jumped along with that small child thinking somehow she will save the child. But they all drowned, they all died. You'll find the firing went on till all the cartridges were over. Lot of people have died. Later on, you'll find the event took place. It was a complete bloodshed. Event khatam hua. Khatam hone ke baad, General Dyer was being called in the court. Okay, that how come you can do this? How you can open fire? He was a guiltless person. He said, I have done my work. If the gate was big enough, I've stationed my tank outside this gate, I would have brought that tank inside and I've killed everyone. I've done my duty. He was not at all guilty for what he has done. मैंने मेरा काम किया, कर्फ्यू था, अभी इनको नहीं मालूम है तो हमको नहीं पता. मैंने I did my work. And very greatly this British people gave him retirement, and with a very good award he was been sent back to England. right? This was how the event happened, and this event provoked the entire nation. हमारे पूरे कंट्री में अलग अलग जगह में लोगों को ये पता चला. They all were provoked, and the fire went on moving. The spread of this event it broke to every place. So wherever our people, they met the British officers, they flogged them, they beated them to death. जहां पे उन्होंने अपने लोग ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर्स लोगों को हमारे लोगों ने देखा, उनको क्या किया, उन्होंने मारा, वहां पे पीटा और मार दिया. और जहां पे ब्रिटिश लोगों ने हमारे लोगों को कहां पे देखा, तो उन्होंने उनको भी मारा. सो बिग riots got created in the society, in the region. Everywhere there was a riot kind of a situation. The British people trembled to go alone. Our people were trembling to go alone. If they see the Britishers, again they would crush them. So this fire of violence was taking place all over the country. During this time, in Gujarat, okay, there is a place called Surat. What happened? A group of Brahmins were chasing a British officer. They caught a British officer. They were flogging him. They were badly hitting him, and he was about to die. Right? What happened? कुछ ब्राह्मण लोगों ने वहां पे ब्रिटिश ऑफिसर्स को वहां पे जाते समय पकड़ा, उसको मारना पीटना शुरू किया, और उसका कंडीशन मरने तक का कंडीशन हो गया था. सो दिस ब्राह्मण who was passing by, he saw this incident. He stopped. He was a bit an elderly person. He stopped and he told them, don't harm him. Okay, leave his, we will give his life. इसको हम क्या करेंगे, हम इसको इसका जान बख्श दे देंगे. Will give a chance. He is just doing what his officers are asking him to do. हम उसका जान क्या कर देंगे, बख्श कर देंगे. So that Brahmins, they left that British officer and he went away. Because of whom? Because of this person, this Brahmin. This went on for a time, and after a month, the British officials, the British officer, they caught few more Brahmins, few more people, and one among them was this Brahmin who was being caught. I don't know if you have seen any kind of in movies, you may have really seen how our people were dragged. They were being flogged, चाबुक से मारा गया उनको. They were being dragged. They were being actually dragged on the sand, okay, on the wherever the pathways, and they were told, they were told to rub their nose on the ground and lick their shoes. इतना बुरी तरीके से उन्होंने हमारे लोगों को क्या किया, हमारे लोगों को सताया. ब्रिटिश लोगों ने हमारे से गुलाम, we were like treated as slaves. Very badly been treated. So this was one of the Brahmin who was being caught and who was being flogged and who was been very badly who was being taken. And at that time, the British officer, whom he has saved his life, he was there. So he said to his boss, "Sir, this is the same Brahmin who have saved my life 1 month before. Please excuse him. Please forgive him and leave him." ये वही था ब्राह्मण जो कुछ महीने पहले मुझे मेरा जान बचाया था. कुछ लोग मुझे मारने वाले थे, जान बचाया था. इसको क्या कर दो, छोड़ दो. The British officer said, "Ask him to salute me. You don't need to lick my shoes. You don't need to lick the mud, but ask him just to salute me." क्या बोलो इसको, मेरे को खाली सल्यूट करने को बोलो. So the Brahmin who was down on the mud, he just lifted his eye up and said, जिस हाथ से भीख दे जाती है, जिस हाथ से भीख दे जाती है, वो हाथ भीख नहीं लेती. What is it? जिस हाथ से जो भीख दे जाती है, वो हाथ भीख नहीं लेती. And all of a sudden he was being shooted and he was dead. That Brahmin was dead. Understood the moral? Okay? It is not just a matter, we won't even salute you. Why I should salute you? You are not my boss. Right? It is our country, my country. If you could have saluted to his boss, his life would have been spared. Right? No? His life would have been spared. But you'll find he gave his life. There are many small stories in the books of history. There are a lot of books about small events, real events of life, of people's life, how they sacrificed their life for the country. Many people, they sacrificed their life, they gave their life for the country. I told you about the soldiers. Still, they are giving their life for a country. How is it? What we are doing? आज हम क्या कर रहे हैं? What we are doing for the society? Right? Yes, no, this is a part of what? This is a part of freedom struggle. The story, the event was a part of freedom struggle. Today we are celebrating what? Republic Day. आज हम लोग Republic Day celebrate कर रहे हैं, right? The Constitution came into effect on this day. So what we are doing? What we can do? Tell me. हम लोग क्या कर सकते हैं? बताओ. कर सकते हैं कुछ चीज अच्छा सोसाइटी के लिए. We don't want you to take sword or your gun, but what we can do? We have the book of Constitution. Can we follow the simple rules of Constitution? Can we follow the simple rules of Constitution? Yes. We need to pay our taxes regularly. Okay, we need to go and vote. All everywhere, crime, corruption. You don't need to go and fight. What you can do is simply give your vote to the right people in the society who can do something good for you and me, where we can create a beautiful society in the country, where we can create a beautiful country, we can create a beautiful state, we can create a beautiful country, and all these things are with you, where if we follow properly the Constitution, we can safeguard our country. Yes, no? We have to vote every point. When you are 18 years old, please go cast your vote to the right people. Let the right people come on the seat. Let the right people come on the throne. Right? No? Yes, no? This is what my main idea of this a small words are just one, to kindle the spirit of patriotism, that a Brahman gave his life for the country. Just if you could have saluted, his life would have been granted. He may have lived a peaceful life, right? But just he said what? नहीं, मेरे को नहीं तुमको salute करना. समझ में? Simple it is, simple. So there are so many events. Let all be good upcoming future citizens. You all are small children, right? So my message is, let you all be a good future citizens, responsible citizens. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
I cannot hear your voice.
Yes, sir.
Thank you all, guys.
Thank you, sir.